Good morning. It's Sunday. Yeah. Don't know. Getting into this waffling thing, I guess. I don't know. I just. I didn't know whether I was going to do this or not, even though I had it in the full most of my mind this morning going. Well, firstly, I looked at. Despite knowing that the clocks are going to change, I looked at the time this morning and got totally conned by the time on the clock behind me there, because I didn't adjust it last night. I might have to interrupt this in a minute, because I closed my bedroom door entirely and the kids are in here and Sultan now wants to go out. I'm going to have to pause one moment. I wanted to minimise the noise that could potentially come in through an open door. There we go. Best laid plans and all that. Can't have them when you got cats. Where was I? The clock. And that duped me and lulled me into a false sense of security of believing that I had an extra hour to sleep. And then the alarm went off and I'm like, hey, where's that? Oh yeah. Fuck. So instead of it being 6:10, it was already 7:10. God damn it. And then I was thinking, oh, it's Sunday. That means somebody else has probably waffled this morning. I wonder what he's waffled about. And so I looked. Well, I didn't look straight away. Yeah, to be fair. Wasn't straight away. I don't know where to begin. Honestly, don't. I was gonna maybe talk about. I don't know what I want to talk about. Well, I do know what I want to talk about, but it was like last night. Last night I went to post something about this. Because I've been looking, I don't know whether, and I'm not even sure what I'm doing kind of avoidance strategies because I'm not sure I'm really comfortable with the idea of talking about it, even though I've brought it up in the past. I brought it up in the past almost as a kind of just an off the cuff kind of thought where you just think, could you be? Am I? But I've been giving it much more serious consideration and thought and contemplation lately. And I keep watching videos about it. And it ticks boxes. And I've actually done some quizzes or questionnaires, I guess you would say that they are. I'm gonna close this door again, even though now Sultan's outside. I just wanna I know that outside sounds are gonna permeate through, so I'm just gonna pause again. Sorry about all the stopping and starting. I ASAP's quite comfortable. He's asleep, so I'm gonna hope that he stays asleep and comfortable and doesn't annoy for a change. And now I'll just have to keep an ear out in case Sultan actually comes back to the door and starts whinging to come in. Last night in amongst other videos that I've watched recently about, let's just use the acronym. let's just use ASD, so I feel a little bit more comfortable about broaching it than if I actually say the word. So I've been watching videos, have done a couple of questionnaires, and you know, nothing's hard and fast, and you know, it is a spectrum after all. But I was watching one last night about, and I don't know, you know, these things come up in YouTube recommendations, and now they come up even more than ever because I'm starting to watch them. I don't even know why, what compelled me to watch the first one. So this one was about echolalia, palalia, and vocal stimming. Echolalia, thank God I don't really do. I don't think I'm not conscious of doing it. I don't think I do it. If I do it, it's not very often at all. Thank God. Because even for me, the idea of echolalia is like, no. I really don't want to do that. Palalia, yeah. I do a lot. Well, I think I do a lot. Elements of and vocal stimming, I definitely do. Vocal stimming, I do. But I'm also wondering whether it is this thing, the thing that annoys the absolute fucking crap out of me, that I've done for I don't know how long, that I don't seem to have any control over, that I just absolute friggin' hate. It appalls me. I can't even begin to articulate how much I hate this laugh that I have, because it is absolutely involuntary, and I hate it. I really hate it. Came out even while I was interviewing Catherine. I mean, just can't stand it. And I have to really fight to suppress it. Like now, because I'm so conscious of it and I'm talking about it, I'm really trying incredibly hard not to let it come out. So, yeah, I don't know how comfortable I am at the thought of pursuing a diagnosis, or whether it is actually going to do anything for me. I don't know. I mean, things I've read, things I've looked at, and people sort of go, there's this kind of there's this thing, there's this presumption or assumption that those who are seeking a diagnosis for this already are in therapy. It's like they go, speak to your therapist. I'm like, well, what? Don't have one of them. It's almost like it's kind of that just modern times. I don't know what it is, but this assumption that everyone has a therapist. Well, I don't. Never gone down that path either. Always felt like that should be something that I try to handle myself. And so this idea of the ASD thing is just an extension of that. I just think, I don't know what diagnosis would do for me. So I can hear salt in there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, it's just not going to make me very articulative and or talk. So yeah. Sorry, just commentary on something that I put out there. Let's get off that subject anyway. I'm still looking at smog. I'm not commenting or doing anything about it beyond that, but I'm still looking at it. So the G-Man asked, what is the best song to come out of Bonnie Wee Studios? Well, firstly, I'm not entirely sure what period we are looking at, whether it is just street fighting years and that's it. Sorry, I just saw the first comment. I love it when people antagonize and wind up each other. Very good, very good. Getting back to it in all seriousness, I would say Soul Crying Out. That would be mine for me. I miss these elements of it. I miss those elements of being engaged in the fandom. But at the moment, I'm kind of not terribly missing being outside of it or feeling like I'm outside of it at the moment. Where to? Oh, I suppose we should go over the post. I did want to scrutinize it. I wanted to go over it with... Where is it? Do I have it in here? I thought I had a prop to hand. Oh, I do. Hang on. No, I don't. I thought I had it, but I don't. Where'd I put it? Damn, my prop's gone. I had 2 fine-tooth combs and I was going to hold one up and go. To scrutinize. I shall read it. Just for fun. Just for shits and giggles. We like shits and giggles, don't we? We like gits and shiggles as well. The Big Blue. Bill Gates and the fisherman. During a recent trip to Hawaii, Bill Gates saw a fisherman lying beside his boat smoking his pipe. Bill Gates. Why aren't you fishing? Fisherman. Because I've caught enough fish for the day. Bill Gates. Why don't you catch some more? Fisherman. What could I do with them? Bill Gates. Earn more money. You could have a motor fix to your boat and go into deeper waters and catch more fish. Fisherman. What would I do with that? Bill Gates. That would bring more money. Soon you would have enough to buy nylon nets, so more fish, even more money. Fisherman. What could I do with that? Bill Gates. Soon you would have enough to buy 2 boats, maybe even a fleet of boats. You would then be rich like me. Fisherman. What could I do then? Bill Gates. You could sit back and enjoy life. Fisherman. What do you think I'm doing now? I know. Yeah, I know. Hypocrite. Not much chance of the above being a true story. But I like the message and the humour. I also relate to both characters in that scenario. So the only problem is with this scenario is one, you've I don't know whether you personally have chosen Bill Gates, but Bill Gates is probably the wrong character to have chosen, because I have always felt that, despite how it looks, Bill Gates has always worked from a rather philanthropic side of things. Anyway. But we'll carry on with your scenario. Nevertheless, I've always been able to sit back and enjoy life at least for an hour or so each day. Only for an hour? Jim? What? You only enjoy life for an hour or so each day? What are you doing with the other 23? Even during the busiest and most hectic times. Did so this morning. Not boasting or anything. See pic. Oh, you didn't put the not boasting or anything, but yeah. Come on. Was there a time in Simple Mind's career where things felt overly stressful, too much pressure, etc.? Nope. Again. With the boasting, shut the fuck up. Sure, from time to time things would go wrong and that would maybe lead to disappointments, but so what? That's life. Given time and thought, there's always a way to sort out problems. Oh yeah. Magic fairy dust, anyone? Once done, you move on, and the rest is there to be enjoyed. I hope you're listening to all of this, Gillian, because you know it's just so easy peasy. What do you do to relax? Is there a particular piece of music you like to listen to while doing so? Well, I did rather say what I do to relax, if indeed that's what we can kind of. I'm going to have to pause again because now ASAP's at the door wanting to go out. These children. For some fluidity and relaxation and peace. And we're back in the room. Right. What do I do to relax? Trying to empty my thoughts. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Typically. It depends on what we are referring to as relaxation and the necessity of needing to unwind. It's the art. It's the art for a start. Art. Sometimes it feels really, really unhealthy. Obviously, you know, outwardly projecting it out and showing it looks incredibly unhealthy because it has one particular subject matter to it. Quelle surprise. I'm finding it incredibly hard to articulate today. Finding it really hard to look at the camera as well. That's. I noticed that the other day when I was doing this, and I really didn't make much actual eye contact with the camera, which I don't normally do. And these long pauses are really, really, they're not very long in my head. And then when I play the video back, just to make sure that everything's kind of okay, they're really long. I don't know where I'm going. It's kind of, Yeah, how it's feeling at the moment. Just. Stimming stuff, see? Oh, dear Lord. I really shouldn't have done this today. Oh my god. What am I doing? I should have taken notes like I normally would do, but I didn't think I was going to need notes today. I thought I was just going to come up here and just do the old verbal diarrhea thing that I normally do. I don't know. I feel like the art now as well has become this real point of stigma for me. Like, I feel like I now am starting to feel ashamed of it. I still share it as a point of kind of ritual, but I don't know. I was thinking about someone last night, or was it this morning, or both? I don't know. I can't think of when it was, but someone was on my mind, someone who probably came to me for understanding and acceptance and I really didn't give them that. Because I misunderstood what was going on. That kind of hit me hard last night, this morning. Probably last night after I watched several other videos, YouTube clips. I could reach out to this person probably, but that still frightens me. Because I'm mixed up enough. Let alone trying to be something for somebody else. I see. Um, I'm with the things that I'm watching. I see how you make attachments to things. And that almost becomes your kind of coping mechanism. It's coping mechanisms. That's what it is, really. You know, coping with what? I don't know. Life in general, I guess. Yeah, we've all got to have our ways to get around things, to cope with things, to just where is this going? I don't know where it's going. Oh, there's a bit of news. There's a bit of news. Just in case, this turns into absolutely nothing. There's a bit of news. The other half got the letter in for the JAG, and I was like, okay, that's you done. How long are we gonna have to wait for mine? Days. A matter of days. Literally a matter of days between her getting hers and me getting mine. In the sense of the letter arriving, and in the sense of when the JAGs are happening. Also, the really weird separation between them in terms of location of where to go. Sorry, I have a nail thing which was annoying me. Sorry. She's going to Balmullock Community Centre. Sounds really illustrious. I have to go to Louisa Jordan. It's just going to be fun. I mean, when she got hers and they said it was saying Balmullock Community Centre, we were like, yay. No having no trips towards the city. And now I've got to go to the bloody Louisa Jordan. God damn it. Still, hey, I get to see the Clyde for a little while, so that's positive. I get to see the Clyde for a while I'm in a state of utter just, needle phobia is not going to ever kind of dissipate in me anytime soon, even with things like doing the blood donations and stuff. I don't know. I'll see how it go. I'm excited by the prospect of getting it, obviously. But conversely, I am scared to freaking death over just needles. Never good. Thank God I haven't had, or hopefully never will have, despite how much goddamn sugar I eat all the time. I really hope I never get type 1 diabetes, because I would just die having to inject myself every bloody day. Man. So, 8th of April, I go and get my Jag. Number 1, anyway. She has hers on the 5th. And then that'll be round 1 out of the way. And then, what is it? April 26th is easing of lockdown restrictions. That'll be fun. I was going to turn that day into a friggin' frenzy. What actual day is it? If it's a Friday, oh my god, it really is going to just turn it into a friggin' crazy town. It's a Monday. Hopefully that means it won't be too bad. I guess. I don't know. Is there a piece, getting back to his bit, is there a piece of music that you do, that you listen to with the relaxing thing? No. Funnily enough, no, I don't actually listen to music while I'm doing it. I don't know why that is. You think I would just naturally listen to mine's music while I'm doing it, but I don't. I'm doing all the other stuff. I'm doing what is probably a really rather strong ASD thing, and then I'm doing something that gives me an absolutely heightened sense of concentration, and it just puts me into that thing. The world literally gets cut off while I'm doing it, because I'm here like this. Yeah, all the sensory stuff is in here. None of it's out here. So I wouldn't listen to music, because the music would not even filter its way in while I'm right in the center of it. So no, don't listen to music while I'm doing it. But music becomes that piece that, I really miss this. I do really miss this. But I just don't feel like I'm in the... It's really ridiculous. I was going to say, I don't feel like I'm in the right state of mind for this. But this is kind of why. And it's going to sound like it's going to sound paradoxical and stupid, but when I was doing the walking, and when I was doing walking for exercise, like proper, absolutely, like just, I was going out just almost like as a training thing rather than going out for a pretty walk to see things, but going out with the music, going out with the iPod Touch in the earphones, and going out to walk like that, adopting that approach to doing it, because I never used to, then that becomes the thing that is the concentration bit of it. That's that's the motivator, and that's the thing that makes it, you know, like when I think about when I would do those walks and do the walks around Luton, I would have planned routes, specific loops and areas and routes that I would take, and base them on how long they'd be, how much music I'd listen to, how long I'd be out, roughly how much of a distance that meant I would cover. You know, it's, oh, I have such analytical, strategic, friggin' the more I kind of ponder all the shit that I do, the more it just feels like it equates to all of it. um, and then when I think about those walks, it's not like something that not usually, it's not much of something I saw, or if it is, it's kind of like the same things, the things that there were the pointers, the the bits in the walk that were indicative of like points along the route and things. So it's not like I remember seeing something out of the blue or something unusual. No memories of that. Memories of like, you know, I would take this route because that would get me to there, and that was my favorite thing. And you know, so like God, to me this just makes, this all compounds how nutty and insane I am. The route to Stopsley would take me along I can't even like, I can visualize it in my head, but I can't sort of say even some of the streets or anything. But I would always go the same kind of routes and the same way. The way to Stopsley, if I decided on the Stopsley route, it would take me past my favourite beautiful willow tree, and that would be the thing, that would be the reason I'd want to go that way that day. It'd be like, I want to go and see the willow tree, so I'll take the Stopsley route and I'll take that walk. And I would go up to the airport and I'd take a walk up to the airport and back, because it was good just for exercise, for the actual, just the exercise element of it. It wasn't like I wanted to. Though, given how I am sometimes, I'm surprised it wasn't just so I could go plane spying. But the airport was a good route just because it was just maximise the amount of exercise. The Stopsley route would take me through the enchanted wood, as I would call it, at the back behind where we lived. I started to develop routes here that I would take. I mean, for the last few times I did longish walks and I did walks into the city, it became this. It was a rather kind of calculated, strategic route down. Well, and that's going to be lovely now to do. I would do Carlisle Street down past the Beams on Tory factory down there towards Keppock Hill Road, walk down. Then I would walk down the way. I think I would to just continue on down St Rollock's Drive, and then get onto the. I think it's on the A803. Still don't know my stuff properly, and then just follow that all the way into the city, which would then bring you down, and then would bring you down to Cathedral Street or Castle Street, so what it is, and bring you down to where the Royal is and the Cathedral and then the Necropolis, and then just go and take a wander in the Necropolis. I like that. Rather bizarrely, I would like to get back on the 90 bus. I'd like to get back on the 90 bus, and I'd actually like to go and see a little bit more of the south side, because I've seen fuck all of it, really. There's some nice things around it. Oh my god, what was that place? There's this place, and they do cannoli, and the cannoli looks freaking amazing. I am just. This is my mission at the moment. Not that it's going very well, at this point in time with how things are, but it's sod's law, isn't it? This wonderful place that started up in the local area in Luton, just like about a couple of years before we left, but like if it's really making itself really known, and the guy who runs it is, well, he was involved in the local fish and chip shop, and this is a kind of offshoot place of that. Not that they do fish and chips, but it's called the Old School Pantry. And I think he has Italian ancestry. I think he must do. I don't know, because there was quite an emphasis on Italian inspired stuff. They now do pizza and stuff, and oh my god, just as we friggin' left, they were doing cannoli, like, and just like the most friggin' delicious looking cannoli you've ever seen. And just and we got to Lit twice. I think we went there twice. Had tiramisu there, but I haven't had cannoli there, and I'm not even sure that they do much. I think they just do like a Nutella one, and I'm like, I don't want a fucking Nutella. I want a proper traditional one, or a pistachio one. Like I want a lemon one. Like I want proper cannoli. I don't want a Nutella one. Fuck off with your Nutella cannoli. Where is this place? I've got to find this place again now. I can't remember what this place was called. Fuck it. Shit. Because it just showed up. It was like one of these suggested post things, and I was like, oh my god, look at this stuff. It looked really yummy. And then where were they? Oh, they were kind of more like the near Hamilton way. So we're in Bothwell. It was Bothwell somewhere else. It was Bothwell. Can't remember the other place, but they're gonna be. They said they were opening a place up in Cambuslang soon, and I was like, when you get your Cambuslang one, I want it. Ouch! Oh God, I'm actually hitting my. Ow! I was getting right to the bit where, you know, they check your thing with your knee, where you do the goink. That is the scientific name for that. Goink. Dear Lord. I'm just going to keep on doing it now I've found it. Ah! God, I'm such an idiot. I can't remember what this place is called now. Fuck it. I'll never find it. Doesn't matter. But I want cannoli. I want cannoli. God damn it. How did I get from just tangents and shit? There was other things I wanted to talk about and bring up, and I had no idea now where I wanted to go. I'll probably remember like later on and just be like, oh yeah, that. I don't know. I don't know. Roots and walking. I know I was on that. What's the other ones? Some of the other ones I guess Sight Hill, St. Rolex as a kind of shortish walk to go somewhere, to have a purpose, to get to an end point. There's a good one. I like the canal, but the other half seems to be just like, canal schmanal. She just I don't know why, because Spears Wharf is freaking beautiful, but you know, I love it. I love it around there, but she's just like, meh. I don't get that. Bishop Briggs is always nice. Bishop Briggs is good. I like the route that we took getting there the last time. It's just a strange route, but kind of, you know, seeing bits I hadn't seen before, which was good. Going to Milton, and then from there going over to Bishop Briggs, like for back route. Trying to think where I would really, like, come April 26th, not that I'm going to do anything on April 26th, because like I say, I think it would be a stupid frenzy. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna be a Monday. It would have been happening April 23rd or, you know, whatever. I don't know. Is it? It can't be because it's April. I was going to go, is it a holiday? A bank holiday? But it can't be a bank holiday because it wouldn't be because it's April. Help me. Where would I love to go first? I'd love to go back to the coast. I really would like to go back to the coast, but I'm sure even at the end of April it is going to be very, very cold. I'd like to go back to air. I'd actually like to go to this place I was looking at the other day, which looked really, really friggin' nice. Where was it again? It was Beyond Air. It's really lovely. Yes, where the Colesian Castle is, if I'm even saying that right, because I question everything now when pronunciations of things here. But that looked really freaking gorgeous. Oh my god. Can't think about actually having a night in the castle because oh my god. God, like paying to stay there because you can't just have one room for yourself. You like hire out half the friggin' castle. It's fucking expensive. Hey, there's a place called Dipple. They have a Dipple in Dipple. I didn't know there was a place called Dipple. Let's have a Dipple in Dipple. That's not what I want. Why are you showing me that? Take me to Dipple. I'm doing the drop. The pinpoint drop thing, it's not showing me. Come on. It's stuck on there. Be stuck on there. Show me Dipple, you fuck. That looks quite nice. Well, everywhere looks nice on a sunny day. Look at you with your little thing. You're doing alright, aren't you? Wow, look at that. Just to drive would be nice. I see roads like this and I think, oh, we hired a thingy. We hired an automatic. Put L plates on. Still got my learners. I think. Can't have it. That's the point. I must have transferred that into my new address. I don't know. Have I done? Might not have. I'll have to look at that. I might not have. Wouldn't even know where my permit is at the moment. God damn. I'm never gonna get my license. Never gonna get my license. I don't know. I don't know where I would want to go first. I'd actually just be friggin' happy to get back to Edinburgh, to be honest. It'd be really nice to get to Edinburgh again. I do Callan Hill again. Oh, but fuck, it's gonna kill me this time. Jesus Christ. It's really gonna kill me this time. Actually wanting to go to Dundee. I have to admit, I am wanting to go to Dundee. Might actually get to Stirling one day as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm waffling shit and not really talking about anything in particular. I don't know whether this is even worth friggin' putting up. But I guess I'll do it anyway. I don't know. Shit. Things I do want to talk about, but I can't. Anyway, I am gonna go. So I'm gonna go and have a flapjack. I refrained from eating before I came up here, just so I wouldn't be sitting here burping every 5 seconds. So I'm gonna go and enjoy a flapjack and possibly have another coffee and then maybe, I don't know. I have such a hectic life, honestly. I would have loved to have asked him, but he kind of, because as I was reading that, I was there we go. Right when I'm about to say goodbye. I was thinking, but he kind of answered that anyway. As I was reading, I was going, nah, but would you want the thing, you know, if him sort of, I mean, let's give, you know, the pondering of the two opposing things. You know, Jim is Bill Gates currently. Jim is the fisherman. Which one would you really want? Which one would you really want? Given, you know, as we've said in recent times, the whole, you know, the prize is the race itself. You know, do you want to get to the finish line? I don't know. can you enjoy life and be poor? Like, really, can you? You can enjoy an aspect of life. I worry about this idea that he gets to relax and unwind for an hour. And I'm like, really? For an hour every day? That's all you've got? What are you doing? In my head, I'm just going, what are you doing for the other 23? Especially right now, like, as things as they are. What are you doing? Please, enlighten me. A sage cur. What are you doing the other 23 hours? Thumb twiddling take that much? Taxing? Like, endurance? And what? The mind boggles. I mean, I'm coming up. I'm just. I don't even know what to do for 23 hours of the day, let alone be filled, have the 23 hours of the day filled with I don't know friggin' what. So I only feel like I have an hour's worth of relaxation. Sleep? You know, that is that not relaxation? Yeah, you got to be doing that for several hours of the day, right? And to sleep aside. Okay, let's now, we're taking that away. So that's what, well, you say you get maybe 5 hours sleep. I don't know how you work on it. So that's 6 hours. That's 6 hours accounted for. What's happening with the other 18? Jim, what are you doing with the other 18 hours? Work. Let's say work is like you sit down at your study, you do notation, you do your thing, you're responding to emails, you're writing lyrics, you doing your work. Sorry, I'm just I have my art, you have work. Let's say that's probably, I don't know, you give yourself at least 4 or 5 hours of concentrated time to do that. Let's be nice and say 5. There's 13 hours left. You don't have to, you know, we're not having to give you time to go to and from work. Let's say hiking is. I'm putting everything in quotation marks. Maybe the hiking's not part of the relaxation. But it should be. Okay, let's say hiking and exercise is not part of it. Then let's say you're hiking up to whatever the hell that place is called. I don't know. The thing with the, yeah. That's probably, I don't know, 4 hours, 9 hours. There's still 9 hours left. What are you fucking doing with me? Please, you have to. I'm now going to reply to this and go, what do you do with your day, Jim Kerr? Please. How do you fill it with all the rest of what's happening with the other 23 hours in which there is an hour of which you unwind and relax? What takes up the other 23 hours? I need to know this now. You're not going to tell me, but I need to know. I don't really. I'm not that. I'm not that bothered. I sound bothered. I sound like I'm not bothered. I'm not that bothered. And if an hour of some point in one of these days, somewhere along the line, maybe once a month or something, could be like shared. That would be really lovely. I'm never gonna stop dreaming. I'm never gonna stop dreaming about it. I really am not. The things that keep me going, the things that keep me just living in hope are those things that I know are just not gonna happen or be that way. Conversation, time together that isn't involving a gig or isn't involving serendipity. Again, how's it gonna happen? I'm not gonna find myself on some shoreline in France. I'm not gonna find myself walking along the bloody hiking route in Catania or so unless there's a time you return here, I'm just happen to be just finally getting out and about and just taking a stroll along some fillings or something, and there you are. It's not gonna happen. It's just conversation. It's all I want. I don't want anything else. I'm not even going to talk about what I want because it's just, it's dreams. Anyway, I really am going to go because there is a flapjack with my name on it